And I'm getting really sick of guys named Todd. It's a goofy fucking name, okay?
All right, we are live. Hello. Doing another test stream today, and we're going to be playing some Division 2. Well, I say we, but I will be playing some Division 2. And I'm going to do some hardcore mode for fun. You'll see. All right, so I'm going to delete the character I made earlier to mess around with. OBS is looking okay, but let me know if there are any audio issues, please. So Division 2 is probably the game on PS4, PS5 I have the most hours in. I have somewhere in the neighborhood of 3,000 plus hours in this. I play it a lot, or I have played it a lot. I don't play it as much these days, because I have other games to play, and there's only so many things you can do several hundred times. Am I right? Alright, so hardcore mode, exactly like the regular game, except permadeath. Which means you still have to go through the tutorial. So we're going to try and rush through this. And hopefully I'm not as bad at this game as I usually am. All right. And we're vaulting, and we're taking cover. That was a long shot. That I made 70. Cover to cover, here we go. Oh. Getting smoke grenaded. What do you got? What do you got? So I was messing around earlier. I found out you can die in this tutorial in hardcore mode, and it gives you an unintentionally funny death screen. Because when you die in hardcore mode, it tells you what level you reached as like a, you got this far kind of thing. So it'll actually say you reached level 1, which, all that's required to reach level 1 is to initiate the game mode. So congratulations, you did nothing. All right, I'm going to revive this person, and then we'll be continuing to Washington, D.C. Once I skip the cutscene, because I forgot to do that earlier, too. You want to watch the cutscenes in this game?
It's been 7 months.
Go watch them. I've seen them a few times.
We still live in fear of the virus.
I don't need to watch them again.
The real danger is out there, waiting.
Tom Clancy's Jogging Simulator 2. And cutscene. You might hear some faint background music. That's just to alleviate the dead air when I'm not talking. It's just chill out music, just free lo-fi chill out music, so don't worry about it. Skipping. Okay, all the cutscenes are over. Let's go do some stuff. And keep in mind, this is permadeath, so I cannot play as sloppily as I normally would. But I have a strategy to get a leg up on the game, which I do every time I do a hardcore mode character. And it works pretty well. At least gives you a little bit of an advantage for the early game. knowledge. Yes, let's learn about loot. Did you know this game has loot? Actually, I'll say one of the best things about this game is loot. Obviously, there are other shooting games around, but I feel like this one does loot the best. And that's obviously what's probably kept me going this whole time, is acquisition of loot. And also the way the game's mechanics are set up. Story doesn't factor too much into it. There are some things this game does really well, and that the First Division did really well. But also there are things this game does very poorly. Same with the first game. But overall, I feel like this game is a good experience if you like shooting and looting. And the skills are also damn fun. I won't be getting a skill for another few minutes, because I gotta clear out all these dudes first. Fortunately, they're not that difficult, but unfortunately, I'm used to the game doing a little bit more work in the aiming and steadying department. This is a level 1 gun with no mods, and I have no innate weapon handling, so this might take a second. Fortunately, it's not too bad. I'm also staying far away for safety reasons. There's no reason to rush in here with your shotgun and blaze away, because you may die. And oh, there we go. There's level 2, which means enemies will stop spawning, so I just have to kill the ones who are here, and I can move on. Excellent. Oop. Ha, running into stuff. Stuck on terrain. All right. I think I need some of that fire extinguisher on my face. All right. I have reached the base of operations. I'm trying some different stuff today. That's why this is, again, a test stream. I've got myself in the corner there at 85% opacity, and that's specifically so I can watch what loot I pick up, because otherwise I just block that. But it was a little too much of a lift to have to switch my orientation, and I don't know that it would be that much of an advantage to put myself in the right corner versus the left corner. You know, that's something for another day. I'm just gonna deal with things the way they are. So here's a big tip if you plan to play hardcore mode in this game, or if you just start this game normally. Once you get to this point and you're unlocking your first skill, the striker drone is among the best skills. If you don't know me or know my YouTube channel, I have a video about the best skills in this game. And the striker drone is definitely an S tier skill. It is fantastic. So I recommend it heartily as your first skill. But if you pick something else, that's fine too. So we're going to go with the drone. Now, the big tip is not that a drone exists. It is once you get to this point where it's telling you to go to the theater, instead of going to the theater, go upstairs in the White House, exit out the north exit. Optionally start picking up collectibles, which I'm going to skip because I've heard them all and I don't care. So you want to exit out the north gate from the White House, further into the White House neighborhood. And we're going to be heading toward what eventually becomes the vault control point. So we're essentially heading straight north, little bit northwest. Now, importantly, if you head northeast or straight north, there's a fountain over here, a big fountain. And there are some mobs that spawn east of it. But we're not going that way because we don't want to run into anybody. In this early part of the game, if you head north here, there aren't any mobs. So you kind of just get to get a little bit of loot with impunity for a minute or two. But here is the vault control point. You'll notice there's nobody here. It's not a control point yet because this neighborhood hasn't fully filled in, which will happen as you continue the story and explore the neighborhoods and so on. So we're just going to run right past that. And then over here in front of the white truck, in front of this barrier, this is one of the spots where you'll find an SHD tech cache. And everywhere you find SHD tech, you will find loot chests. And loot chests are good because we did just gain level from 1 to 2, so we're now wearing a bunch of level 1 gear using level 1 weapons, but we don't have to if we find some level 2 stuff. Obviously, we can't use anything above our level, so we won't be finding any level 3 or above until we reach level 3 or above. But there are a bunch of chests over here, and we'll be continuing from here to get even more chests before we actually start the game. There's 2 reasons I do this. One, I just mentioned it. It's to get level 2 stuff. It is slightly more armor. Not that much more. It's not a huge deal. But really, it's to try and find gear that is green as opposed to gray, which I have nothing but gray gear on right now because gray gear has no stats. It just comes with armor. And so it is really basic and provides no real advantage. But there's a green piece. Hopefully it's a green piece. Might be a weapon. Probably not though. So what green pieces do is they are brand set items. Okay, and green and above can be brand set items. And these come with an innate bonus. But what I really want is a core attribute of a skill tier. Skill tiers are going to give me a really big advantage by beefing up my skills, including the damage they do and the HP that they have. So it is important that we find those. Now, in the early game of this game, all of your stat increases are going to be minuscule, right? You get plus 1% weapon damage or plus 1% critical hit chance. Big deal, right? Oh, also, if you stray into this neighborhood as I just did, do not engage because those mobs are level 12 and they will kill you immediately. But this is just the route that I use to avoid more mobs in the White House neighborhood. So we're still going and getting chests. But anyway, I'm trying to get skill tier gear. And the real challenge is that at this low of level, the loot pool, the pool of available items that the game will randomly generate, is very low. And actually, we had some mobs spawn there that they usually don't. So hopefully... Oh, nope, they saw me. That's cool. We're going to get into some combat, which is fine. I don't mind. Probably need to take cover before I die. Bullets do hurt, so we don't want to mess with that. Okay, usually these mobs don't spawn, so I don't usually have to worry about this, but that's okay. We'll take a little extra XP. I don't mind. I'm so too lazy to walk over there, so they'll come get me. They'll come out in a minute. So I'll just keep grabbing the loot. I don't want an ACRSS. That is a rifle. I am an assault rifle kind of guy. Now, talk about shooting from cover. Look at that. Get in there. Get in there, drone. Get him, droney. Oh, okay. I got what I wanted. So if I can't get skill tier, the next best thing and what really is good to get is a Fenris piece since I use assault rifles so much. So I'm going to be using this chest piece for at least a few levels. I guess I'll break down my drone. I don't need him for a minute. It for a minute. 25-second cooldown. Jeez. All right. Still a bunch more chests to go. We're about halfway done with this loot route here. And then we will move on to the theater settlement and start doing the first mission and actually play the real game. But I am trying really hard to get an advantage, which I have gotten. I got one advantage I wanted, but if I can get a skill tier or two, obviously that's ideal. So picking up crafting materials is not a bad idea either. So I'm gonna grab those. Not really liking the opacity on my camera when I roll over really light terrain. Makes me very ghostly. I'm just not that ghostly. I promise. Man. Basic holsters. Not my speed. Okay, so there's some additional mobs here. I'm not going to engage them. They can't see me right now, so they can do whatever they're doing. I think they're beating up a car or something. Reenacting that scene from Street Fighter 2, the bonus round where you just beat up a car until it dies. Alright. Did I get both the SHD tech? I feel like I might have only picked up one. No, I got them both. Okay, good. I can't use them yet because Coop Dennison at the base does not give you perks until you start doing some stuff. So, but I do have 2 Shade Tech now, so once I do unlock perks, I can start getting them right away. But that's just an additional benefit. The real benefit of doing that is getting skill tiers or Fenris piece or just level 2 gear. So, didn't get a level 2 pistol, but I don't care about that. I got a level 2 on almost everything except my gloves and my mask. And I did get a Fenris chest. So I have some advantages. So the game will be slightly easier as I make my way to the theater settlement and to the first mission, whereupon I will start kicking ass. I'm still trying to decide if I want to matchmake when I do the missions. I typically do matchmake just in case there's somebody else trying to matchmake so I can help them out, as I'm not brand new to this game. I won't be a liability. But the game is also, I don't know. Especially hardcore mode can be a real different experience when you're solo. The game itself is a different experience when you're solo. So you notice those guys pretty much fell over. That's the benefit of having level 2 gear and weapons and having a Fenris piece. It just takes a few bullets, so it makes the game a bit easier, which is why I go through those 10 or 15 minutes. All right, so we've discovered Downtown East. We've got our drone, we've got our guns, we've got our gear. We just need to make it to the theater settlement, and there will be a lot of enemies trying to keep us from getting there. So let's see if we can do this without dying, obviously. I know we can do it using my editorial we there. Oh, somebody dropped something. Now, I'm still going to pick up gray gear and items, even though I won't use them. They do sell for some money, so it's useful to have them. Move this mic a little bit. There we go. It's useful to have them, but I'm not going to equip any more gray gear. If it's not a green or above piece, I won't bother putting it on. I mean, unless it's just another level 2 piece. So here's a place that will become a control point as well. It's not a control point yet. And more mobs. Get him, droney. Show him who's boss. Okay. Still got a ways to go here. This is a fairly decently sized neighborhood. Running. Still a ways away. Yep, we can keep the drone out. Looks like we got more mobs here. Get him. Get him. Yeah, the drone just owns. The striker drone and the assault turret are just ridiculously good. I don't want to say they're overpowered. They are super powerful, but compared to some of the stuff this game throws at you, I do not think that they are overpowered. You know, late game, end game stuff. Hardcore mode's not necessarily that difficult. It's really just very punishing if you make mistakes or play sloppily, but it's not overly difficult since it is just essentially the story mode of the game up to a certain point. And then, you know, once you reach max level and stuff, it's essentially just end game, but with permadeath, which, you know, people who play this game mode and do the raid and stuff like that, they my hat's off to them. I can't do that. That's way too hardcore for me. Maybe someday, but probably not. That just doesn't sound like a good time. All right, reach theater settlement. Let's go skip a cutscene. And lower some ropes. I don't know if it's noticeable to you, but when I pick up those cell phones, it should be playing an audio log of, you know, someone's recorded call or whatever. And I'm noticing that it has not been playing that. So that's some sort of game bug, I think. I don't think it's related to hardcore mode. I think it's just because of the latest update they released to this game. I think they might have broken a few things, which is not uncommon for this game. I don't want to give it too much crap, but, you know, sometimes developers make mistakes, and that's okay. The playing of audio logs is a very non-essential thing as far as I'm concerned, so I'm not hugely worried about it. Although I do want to empty. How much stuff do I have? Okay, I have 18 items here. I probably should have sold stuff while I was at the White House. I might run back and do that once I reach the mission, just so I don't run out of inventory space. Okay. We need to go out. Yeah, so once you complete this first mission, you get your first White House helper at your base of operations, and then that opens up other things that you can unlock and do, and that'll propel you forward further into the game. The first mission isn't that hard, although the boss fight can be tough if you don't know what you're doing. It introduces heavy gunners, which are some of the hardest enemies in a sense. They're very beefy, very armored, as the name would imply. All right, so we've got our entrance here. Okay, I can't. That's right. I can't fast travel to it until I've completed it. I don't want to. You know what? I'm just gonna do it. It's a very short run. It's fine. I'll be okay. I don't want to run out of inventory space and have to deconstruct all the stuff that I have, because it's more valuable to me as a low-level character if I sell it. Now, there comes a point in the game where it's more advantageous to deconstruct your trash items, but this early, it's more important that I sell them. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Get a few hundred credits. Okay. Now, fast traveling back to the theater and making the short jog back to the mission. Now, if you've never played this game before, the initial max level is 30, and then once you get to the New York expansion, you will be able to go up to level 40. Once you reach level 40, you'll be getting what are called watch levels, and I am about watch level 3000, so I have put some time into this game. Now, that may sound like a lot, but it is not compared to some of the people I see and have played with and do play with. Multiple thousand watch level is not a huge number. I've seen people with 5 digits watch levels, and you know, that's a lot. That it gets to a point where you're like, there are other video games, right? But I've heard of people investing thousands of hours in different games, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, for me, there definitely comes a point where I would rather play something else. So, all right, let's matchmake for it just in case. And we'll see what we get. I have my chat muted, so even if I do get somebody, they won't be able to communicate with me, which is fine. Get him, Droney. Show him who's boss. All right. I am going to be going for as much loot as I can, which means I need to get the Suite 3 key. And if you have played this game before and you don't know where the Suite 3 key is, I will show you. It's right here on this dead body. Not only do you have to know where the key is, you have to know where to use it. And we'll get to that later in the mission. It's in a hallway just before you get to the rooftop. Ooh, there we go. I'm so used to having more bullets in my magazine. It's really hard when you only have like 30. When you're used to having 50 something bullets in your magazine, it's a big adjustment. So it'll take a while to get used to it. Once I hit level 6, I'll be able to get the light extended magazine mod. So I'll get 10 more bullets in my magazine, which will be nice. But that's not coming for a while. Ooh, minigun. There we go. Those things hurt quite a bit. We do not want to mess around with those. I mean, you want to mess around with them if you're the one shooting. Not if it's aimed at you. And this game does use those quite a bit in different scenarios and contexts. I'm just going to sit back, let the drone do some work. Come on, he's got 1 HP. Give me a break. Give me a break. I'm sitting back and playing a little more cautiously than I normally would, just because if I do die, I have to start all the way over. I mean, that's what hardcore mode is. I know I don't have to continually explain that, but it may not be clear to those who don't play this game or who haven't played this game. Get him. All right. Doing great so far. Notice we're not getting anybody in matchmaking. That could be just because the game doesn't do very well when it comes to matchmaking. It could be because nobody's doing this mission on hardcore mode. It could be a lot of things. Alright. Now there is a chest over here in this bathroom. But it is a key box chest, and I do not have any keys, nor would I use one if I did, because those things don't grow on trees. Alright, this is kind of a difficult room, so I'm gonna make sure I'm full on med kits and bullets. And then we're going to hit this room hard. Oh, wow. Okay. Hello. Hi, how's it going? Hello there. She wanted to get intimate, and I wasn't ready. Okay. She wanted to introduce me to her baton, and I'm not a baton kind of guy. It's just not me. Gotta be honest with myself. Gotta stay true. If you like batons, no shame. Especially like baton in French. It's a fun word to say. Baton. Alright, we got another minigun coming up here. This is an interesting room because you cannot physically get to those guys over there. And they're far enough away that you can't use skills like the shock trap or the hive. They're too far away. You can't actually throw stuff over there. You can use seeker mines and other things you can throw, but there are just some skills that will not bridge that gap because it's too far away. Little fun fact for you. All right. Next. Okay. I always forget. I need to get bullets. It does take a lot of bullets when your aim is as bad as mine is. Alright. Let's kick some ass. Definitely helps keep an eye on your minimap so you don't get ambushed. Because these guys do like to flank, and they are pretty good at it. Should be more mobs once this one dies. That's why I'm hanging back. I believe there's a wave that usually falls from the roof, but that must only be in higher difficulties. So the next wave's going to come out the doorway up there. Hello. Hello there. Hello there. All right. There is also a chest in this room I need to grab. You know me, I like grabbing chests. Oh, there's an AK. All right, cool. We can upgrade to an AK. I'm not a huge fan normally, but they do hit really hard. And if I'm already having trouble handling the gun, it might as well be a gun with bad handling that hits harder. Okay, I'm getting some latency lag here. Whoa. I don't know if that's me or if that's the stream. Let me see if it clears up. Could be my internet, who knows? Okay. Looks good, looks good. 7.62 round to the dome. Oh. Alright. Fun fact, these smoke grenades don't actually hurt you. They just disorient you, which can hurt you, because then you can't walk straight. But they don't actually hurt you. Alright, so remember that key I got at the beginning of the mission? The Suite 3 key that I made a big deal about? Suite 3 is right here. And if you don't pick up that key, you don't get this loot. Not that it's all that worth picking up anyway, but hey, it's money. I like money. Ooh, and a level 2 pistol, because I use it so much. Alright. That was another phone. Grab that. I do grab the collectibles solely because they give you a little pittance of XP. I don't listen to them. I've already listened to them. Echoes are the same way, and other stuff as well. I might grab collectibles solely for the tiny amount of XP. It's just a little bit of a boost. Alright, so turned off matchmaking because I'm at the boss fight now. This is the part I said that was or could be difficult. Here's your introduction to destructible armor, which all of the heavy archetypes have. And the best spot for this boss fight is up here. Ooh, hello. Hello. Can you please stop doing that? That would be great. Alright, help me out, Kelso. Take out all the enemies for me. Alright, where are you at? So one good thing about the striker drone and the turret, you'll notice a little R1 above enemies. That's essentially good for spotting them, because enemies can hide really well. But if your drone spots them, then you know where they are. My eyesight's not that great, so especially if I need to hang back. I need the extra spotter capability here. Oh, there's the boss. All right, punch through his chest plate and down he goes. All right. See what I said about this not being super difficult? The difficulty comes from having to play very well and not sloppily and not just hope that they don't shoot you to death, because they will shoot you to death. This game does not pull punches very often. You can get lucky, but the game doesn't pull punches very often. It may seem like my aim is bad, but it's just because I have no innate weapon handling, and the AK-47 is extremely jumpy. There we go. All right. See, that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. Here I am apologizing for my poor play, but very not bad. All right. Story stuff. Do your thing. I gotta pick up my loot because that's why I'm here. Boss drop gave me a nice backpack. Sweet. Oh, I got a skill tier backpack. Watch out, world. And a pair of level 2 gloves, finally. Alright, so having an additional, having a skill tier will make my drone beefier and hit harder. Both of which are good. Good as it gets. Trash backpack. That's fine. Alright. Oh. Getting some lag again. I don't know if that's rubber banding or processing delay. It could be all kinds of stuff. That's why it's a test stream. Anything can go wrong. That's what makes it fun. Probably only be streaming about 2 hours, but it depends on how it goes. Alright. See, now I get to use this. And I am just as bad with it as I am with all the other guns. So that's comforting. Excellent. All right. Kill the door boss. Door boss down. There should be a couple more enemies that come running out of the tunnel. And they are dead. Toast. All right. That's the first mission. And level 3. Don't need to view the found footage. We've seen that before. Alright, what do we get out of our cache? Another chest piece and a rifle. Alright. I will switch the chest piece out because it's an additional skill tier. Goodbye, Fenris piece. It's okay. Let's see what else. Terrible rifle. We can equip it at least. Probably won't end up using it. Alright. Everything is marked as trash. See, I picked up 12 things, so I would have had full inventory if I had not gone back to sell my stuff. All right, we can get some special ammo here. Don't really need it, but that's fun. Okay, so back to the theater. Turn this in, and we can keep going from there. All right. Talk to the boss lady. Oh, the vendor's open, so we'll deal with the vendor in a minute. And I believe this also unlocks projects for us, so we can start completing those. Get some real XP. Yeah, story stuff. Literally been there, literally done that. Alright, we've got 2 more missions. Blah, blah, blah. Don't want to go there yet. Have some stuff to do here first. Okay. Talk to me about items you have for sale. Ooh, a classic M1A. A lot of people like that gun. I don't really think it's worth 211 of my hard-earned bucks. So I'm gonna abstain for now. However, no projects yet. All right, let's go back to the base. And you'll see now there is a control point up where the vault is. So if I were to try to do that loot route that I did earlier, I'd have to fight a bunch of stuff, which you can. That's fine. It's not as fast, but you can. All right, let's see what we got here. Can I do anything? No, he does not. He does not have perks yet. Need more stuff. Oh, that's right. I have to complete this mission down here to unlock, you know, shade tech stuff to let it happen. Oh, so there's another control point there. The demolition site, that's the one I ran past. The vault is up here. There'll be one that opens up here. That's fallen cranes, and there'll be one way up here. We don't care about that yet. So let's just go take on the next mission, and we'll see how it goes. next mission's actually slightly easier than that first one because the boss is not a heavy gunner. The boss is a sniper. And she's not too difficult. All right. The game does have these forced slow walk zones. That's to hide the loading as it generates the map, or, you know, spawns the map and generates the enemies and other stuff. So if you're wondering why I slow walk in and out of certain parts, the game just forces you to. Otherwise, I'd be sprinting because I like going fast. Fast is good. Okay. Wow. That is some terrible aim. My drone's getting headshots, so that's good news. My drone is not useless. All right. Welcome to Federal Triangle. Now, I should actually see if the safe house is available, but it may not be. So let's just do the mission. Let's just do the mission. There's no reason to screw around. There's stuff that's not available to us until we complete this mission, so we might as well just get it over with. Those are true sons. Interesting. All right, I'm not going to worry about those enemies. I'm just going to jump into the mission. I don't need tactics. Look who you're talking to here. I'm already level 3. Get out of here. I don't need tactics. Jeez. All right, Jefferson Trade Center. Oh, okay. There's gonna be some guys coming out the doors. There they are. Get him. Okay. Be coming out from the right side over here. All right. Excellent. Oh, nope, not done yet. Excellent. So enemies who use explosives, which includes that lady who just had the remote control cars that explode, they'll have little bomb packs on their belts, and if you shoot those, they explode. Now, it's not as useful on higher difficulty enemies because they have so much HP, but at this level, it makes a huge difference if you can aim for weak points. The weak point mechanic of this game is one of the things I like the most about it. Because typically, games, they just want you to aim for the head, which is fine. But if you can also give me a weak point that will stun or add a bunch of damage, all the better. So, not that I expect game devs to be watching my stream or anything, but If you can add this mechanic into your game, that would be great. Thanks. All right. What's going on here? There we go. It didn't want to let me pick it up. Alright, we're gonna have some more enemies coming out of the left side. Get him, Droney. Uh-oh, swear words. One of the reasons I don't like rifles is it makes the screen jump. It's very noticeable. I don't like that. So I don't typically use rifles. Classic M1A is probably the best of the rifle category, and I don't even like using that one very much, even though it hits like a truck. That's why I kind of laughed earlier when one was for sale at the theater. Not my favorite gun. I do have certain guns that I would say are my favorites. None of them are in my inventory right now, so no big deal. Excellent. All right. So another thing I like about this game that makes it kind of one of my favorites is the deployable skills. In a lot of games like this, you'll have skills, but it'll be just an effect, you know? Like, take Destiny, for example. You have, you know, your L1 skill, your R1 skill, and it just makes something happen. It, you know, throws an exploding ball out or whatever. Whereas in this game, a lot of the skills are deployable and they persist. You know, you throw out a drone and it lives until it dies, more or less, or you throw out a turret and it lives until it dies, or you break it down or pick it up or whatever. And to me, that adds an additional element, especially when you're a solo player. Having, you know, additional things for the enemy to shoot at that aren't you makes a big difference in your options of, you know, what you can do as far as being by yourself in the game. So I enjoy that aspect, even though some of the other skills that are not persistent, like the Seeker Mine and stuff like that, those are fun too. So I don't want to say that only the deployable persistent skills are good. That's not the case, but they are good and I do like using them. So it makes a big difference having those be available. Hey, did you know different enemy types are more difficult than others? Yes, I knew that. Thank you. Also, this room is incredibly dangerous. This is the garage, and I will have enemies spawn in waves next to me, and I have to be very, very aware when that happens because I will absolutely get killed. There we go. There they are. Hello. Hello there. Hi. How's it going? This is a very big room to manage on your own, so it's another thing the drone helps with. Covers more territory than I can do by myself. Oh no, you don't. Got that sniper. All right, who's next? Oh, getting some lag. Don't get me killed. I don't want to die to lag on hardcore mode. That would be uncool, but it would happen on stream. That would be hilarious if it happened. Got him, all right. We are doing just fine here. Again, still no hits on the matchmaking. This is just early game stuff. I don't expect to hit anybody. It would just be nice if I get someone to be able to help them out. Not everybody has thousands of hours invested in this game, so. Small tip, if you do get a special ammo pickup, it works better if you put it on semi-automatic weapons, including your pistol, because otherwise you'll burn through the entire buff with one magazine. And those explosive bullets, those add a bleeding effect, which is just a damage over time, unless it happens to you, and then it does some other stuff. But NPCs aren't concerned about the additional effects of bleed, because they're NPCs. They don't give a shit about anything. Oh, my drone died. That's okay. Oh, I'm got a heavy. Here you go, buddy. Have one of those. Take out your buddies. All right. Come to me, droney. Do my work. Do my work for me. All right. Just the heavy left. Game wants me to use an armor kit. No, I think I'll be all right. Game's like, you don't understand. You're going to die. Yeah, I'll be all right. Another ACRSS. So one of the biggest challenges of the early game is actually that the loot pool is so small, you really only get crappy items. So it's unfortunate, but that's what I'm having to deal with. I don't mind it. You know, it's all right. It's just something to be aware of. It makes the early game more difficult, more boring. It doesn't expose you very well to the breadth of the loot pool once you reach max level. Until you get to about mid-20s, then you'll start seeing a lot of variety to the loot pool. But it's unfortunate that this game takes so long to kind of pick up and get good, as it were. I'm taking a big risk here. But I want that chest. There we go. All right, we're fine. We're fine. Uh-oh. So the purple RC car enemy went up there to hide and then just spam skills. So that'll be interesting. Oh, my drone got her. Excellent. Excellent. That's what you like to see. Look how beefy my drone is. 2 skill tiers. Come get some. Excellent. All right. Only the boss room left. So I'm going to fill up my drone. Make sure I have full ammo. And then we're going to take out Coyote. Coyote the sniper. Because nothing says sniper like Coyote. She probably should have been like an owl or something, but, you know, whatever. I'm not going to complain too loud. Now, she is a sniper, so you do have to be aware she will shoot you right in your face. So I try to line of sight her over here. Works most of the time. Ooh, wrong direction. There we go. And again, I'm playing very cautiously because I'm on hardcore mode and I'm by myself. So normally you could be reckless and just run in, guns blaze, and do whatever you want. But because this is permadeath mode, I have to be a little bit careful. More careful than I otherwise would be. They do shoot back. The enemies do shoot back. But you can see they're focusing quite a bit on my drone while it's alive. Oh, the drone killed the boss. Awesome. All right, we're done here. Excellent. So, not incredibly challenging, but you do need to be a little careful because permadeath. And I got another skill unlock, and some of you can probably guess what that's going to be. Some of you will guess wrong, but some of you can guess. Do not need helmet cam footage. We are good with that. All right, gotta go back to the White House. Skip and fast travel. So now I've reached level 4. So I should be able to, I think I should be able to get perks, but I get a second skill either way. Okay. Talk to Coop Dennison. Oh. Base of operations upgraded, which means they cleaned up some of the debris. All right, let's hit me with a turret, assault turret. All right, now I am officially unstoppable. Just kidding. Here are my perks. The best perks are actually the accolades perks because they give you more XP for things like headshots and killing multiple enemies, weak points, and explosions. So that just gets you leveling faster. My next shade techs are going to be spent on weapon mods, because those do help a bit. Things like stability and stuff. When you're this low level, they do help. Now, I am not going to worry about this stuff. That's garbage. And I haven't opened my cache yet from hitting level 4, so I'm going to do that. Oh, nice. Pair of gloves. Cool, so I'll have another skill tier. Excellent. And a few hundred credits. This guy doesn't have anything good, does he? Yeah. It's not important enough to buy to get one of those, to get a Fenris piece. If I find one, great, but it's not worth wasting money on. Tell me a story about Aaron Keener. Hi, Lulu. That's my dog. Hi, sweetheart. She might mess up my green screen. There's her tail. Lulu. Come here, Lulu. Just get her tail wagging. Come here, honey. You're so cute. Yes. You're so precious. Good girl. All right. Ooh, an RPK? That wouldn't be a bad choice. What else do we have here? Well, that's about it. All right, I'll buy an RPK. I'm down with that. I like machine guns. Cool. All right. I think it's pretty rare to actually get a machine gun or a light machine gun or LMG at this early level. I gotta go talk to Manny and push the story forward. Just to note, that was a clan vendor. If you're not in a clan, obviously you don't have access to that vendor, and that can give you some significant legs up. Oh, okay. Manny all upset because he needs more toys. All right, now we can get into safe houses. We're starting to get perks, and there should be projects as well. No projects yet. We have to go pick some up. So we need to go get that safe house. I'm actually going to fast travel to the mission instead of running there from the White House because it's going to be a little bit shorter to go there from here and slightly less dangerous as well. And then I think once I do get to this safe house, I might take a short break. Get some more water. Show off my be right back. And then we'll start looking at projects because projects give you big XP boosts. Especially the project where you take out, where you get the bounty at the end. So not only do you get the project XP, but you take out a bunch of mobs from the bounty, get some loot from it. Normally I don't like bounties, but the project bounties are fantastic for leveling. Oh, I have 45 bullets per magazine in this RPK. Yeah, take that. That's more True Sons. Hot pretzels coming through. There we go. All right. Let's get into the safe house. Where's our aid? It said on a banner. Rip the system. Is that a command? Rip it like in half? I know. I'm just kidding. Yeah, there's a control point nearby. It is Fallen Cranes. Done that control point a few times. All right. Cool things in the safe house. Get the safe house project. Now you have different things to pick up. The whole neighborhood's starting to fill in. You get side quests. You get all kinds of cool stuff. Also here, there will be this to grab. Okay. So now we do have projects. We can start donating to them. Which now I can stop selling all of my items because some of my items I will want to donate. Like this one. And we get to neutralize a hostile activity. So I need gloves to donate and complete a propaganda objective. No problem. Do I have gloves in the buyback? Not in this area. Okay. All right. Let me see if I can get this to work. And we're back. So what's next for us? Doing some projects, I believe. This project will be to collect 5 of these guys, which is pretty straightforward. Get more caches. And the caches are important to unlock more perks and eventually unlock the rest of the skills and the different skill variants. Hello there. So yeah. Moving right along here. You can say it. Machine guns are overpowered. They might be. It's still really easy to die, so don't get too excited. Actually, I guess I should use that instead of this AK. It's not technically better because the AUG assault rifle in this game, well, that guy kind of says it all. It just hops around all over the place. It's really, really hard to aim, and especially if you're shooting at anything even modestly far away, it's not great. Which is a shame, but that's fine. Don't worry about it. Alright, so we're going to hop down here and grab that one. We're going to pick up some side quests and one of my base of operations people. New roof. Doesn't look like much of a roof. But maybe it's a work in progress. Alright. Here's our project table. Alright. Yeah, I do not want to get rid of the gloves I currently have, and it's too expensive to buy those gloves just for the purpose of turning them in for the project, so I'll find a pair of gloves somewhere. It's fine. Here's the crafting lady. She's got a fun haircut. And let's see, some other side missions up here. Unless a side mission gives me a good weapon mod, I probably won't bother doing it. The MLK library one does open up a new control point, so it's useful for a couple of different reasons. But for now, I am just going to be focused on completing this first project or some of these projects and getting some more shade tech so I can unlock more perks. And again, once I hit level 6, there'll be an important side mission to pick up the light extended magazine, which changes the game quite a bit. I will probably take the demolition site control point if I get near it, because there are a couple of SHD caches right by it, and it's a nice little XP bump, and control points are kind of fun. It's something that was not in the first Division game, and it gives you a real sense of controlling the map, because once you, at least until you hit endgame, once you take a control point, it's yours and stays that way. And then eventually the map becomes a little more of a living, breathing thing that you have to constantly maintain if you want to keep control over the whole map, which, you know, you don't have to. It's fine. It's no big deal. Alright. Another cell phone. And there's my cash. Thank you very much. be a chest around here somewhere. I guess not. Must have missed it. Alright, so yeah, so there's 2 more right here and here. So let's just go take the control point and we can grab those. And that should get us the project, I think.
Smokers are just better at taking them. But now, Nicorette's teamed up
Then we
with
can take out the
Spark
bounty.
to keep your break.
Maybe we'll be level 5
Introducing
by then.
Smokeless Break
We'll see
Beats,
what
the
happens.
first playlist built to help curb cravings with music, so you can feel the relaxation, concentration, or boost of a smoke break without the
I'm
sound.
thinking of maybe at some point doing kind of a marathon stream, whether it's a hardcore mode character or just a brand new character. Just do a marathon stream and see if I can get, you know, from level 1 to max level in one session, which that does take a while, but it's doable. Oof, that's not what I wanted. This enemy is running really far away. They must be a grenader, or maybe they just saw somebody else they wanted to fight. Yep, NPCs over here fighting them. Get them. Oh, and there's a propaganda broadcast that I just alerted to my presence. Get him, get him. Bam. Take that. What else you got? As long as I don't trigger the control point before I'm ready, I should be okay. And even if I do trigger it, that's not a huge deal. Where's the speaker? Oh, it's up there. Excellent. Okay. Propaganda broadcast, just a small activity where you get a couple waves of enemies you have to fight off. It's no big deal. Okay, get my turret up there. Nice. Alright, they dropped the key. Gotta go grab the key. Key get. Insert key. Very turnkey solution here. Alright. So with the propaganda broadcast, the enemies will spawn in different locations from different directions. But it's really just a small wave of a couple of them. It's usually no big deal. Trying to flank me. I see ya. I don't want to stray too far away from the machine because the next thing is going to be to hit the machine again. And then I'll be done with this activity. Ta-da! All right. Ooh, a holster.
There are countless dangers in this system. Disease, the threat of starvation.
Okay, one project down. An optics rail. Okay. Yeah, so I need to capture a control point so that I can resupply it so that I can finish that project. But I can grab this. And this will be a territory control in here, I believe. Left my turret there. That's okay. It'll come back. Get him. Toast. See that? It's wild. Oh, getting rubber banded again. Ooh, I got a G36. All right, stop. Just stop. One of my favorite guns, G36. I will take it, and I will use it, and I will kill a lot of stuff with it. It's a very, very accurate gun in this game. Another pistol somehow. Yeah, I'm still seeing that lag. Must be my computer. But again, this is why we test. Alright. Take the ladder up. Get this cash over here. Wonderful. Alright, so we just got to complete an activity, which a control point does count as. Complete an activity, and we can do the bounty. Alright. All the stuff in here. Lighter and some components. Excellent. Okay. Now the demolition site has a couple of cool things about it. One thing I like is there's a little tunnel that you can enter from the east side of the control point. And if you have something like seeker mines, you can go through this little tunnel. You can toss the mines and then run back out. See, here's the little tunnel. But you can go in, toss your skill or whatever, and then run back out and kind of assault it normally because you're kind of undercover here. But I don't want to have to deal with all this business, so I'm gonna toss my turret somewhere. And trigger the control point. That is a lot of enemies, so this is going to be interesting. Some of the control points have the mounted miniguns. They are still very dangerous. I just love this G36. The rate of fire, the stability of it, the innate stability of it. It's just a great gun, great all-around gun. I'm really surprised I got one at such a low level. Compared to something like that AK, it's night and day difference. It's completely different. Get him. Ugh, aiming like crap. It's an elite. It's an elite sniper. She's dead now. All right. The NPCs are on their way to come help me out. I can mess around on the mounted gun because I have all the time in the world. This gun is super loud though, so I hope it's not too loud for the stream, but it's very loud for me. NPC buddies are here. We just gotta take out these last couple folks and we'll get the last wave. Boss wave, defend wave. Alright. A little bit left. Two more mobs. Get him, turret. Toast. All right. Oh, no, one more left. Done. All right. And again, I stayed here because there was something here to grab. So I didn't want to run all the way out there and then run all the way back. And again, for safety as well. So, ooh, a shotgun that I won't use. Knee pads and a holster. Cool. No gloves, but okay. That's fine. It's fine if I don't have gloves. I'll survive. Okay, so I don't even think I have enough supplies to resupply this control point. I don't think I have 50 supplies. Let's talk to our dude. See if we can restock them. Otherwise, we're gonna have to find some food, water, and components. What's up, man? Yeah, see, I only have components. So that's okay. Halfway there. Halfway done with that aspect of the project. I don't have to resupply the same control point. I just have to resupply a control point. 50 units total of whatever. So, no big deal. We will just keep going. And see what else we get. All right. We can grab that safe house since we can just fast travel to the mission right next to it. There will be a project for this neighborhood. We don't have to start on it right away, but we might as well pick it up. So, in case it wants us to donate a holster or 5, since we have a handful of those. Grab some stuff, just materials and whatnot. Always good to pick that stuff up when you see it. Good for donation, good for crafting. It's no downside, just grab everything you can. Hey, 5 more components. A silver bracelet. Ooh. That's what's called a trinket. Trinkets can be sold. They're usually things you turn in for projects, for other projects. Not super concerned about it. Got another safe house. Got our safe house project right here. All right, let's just double check. We're good. I know there's some loot and some SHD caches nearby here, so I was going to go for that, but then I went out the wrong door, so I'm just going to do something else instead. So I need food or water or components. Components are right there. Food is right there. More components there. All right, we'll do this. We'll grab some of that water. Just to finish up the project, because the next thing is going to be to do a bounty. from the project. And we'll go from there. Now, normally when I play this, I do put a little more effort into the cosmetic appearance of my character. I am a big fan of changing cosmetics and stuff. Not necessarily in this game, because the cosmetics in this game are pretty crap. No offense. I did get a pair of gloves, though, so I can donate those to this. Complete propaganda objective. Oh, I gotta complete a propaganda objective in this neighborhood. That's what it is. Because the one I did... No, it was in this neighborhood. That's strange. Guess we have to do another one. Or maybe it was just over the line of the... I don't know. I don't know. It didn't register. I'll do another one. It's fine. I'll be okay. I just need to grab 20 units of water. Ooh, no way through there. I just need to grab 20 units of water so I can go turn that in. So water comes from barrels. There's 20 water right there. First try. What else you got? What else you got? Any more water up here? Oh, there's cell phone up here. And water. Perfect. Excellent. Excellent. Yep, more water here. I am no longer thirsty. Cool. Let's hit this. Get our XP. Project completion. Hi, honey. I know, it's your dinner time, isn't it? It's time for your food. We'll feed you in just a minute. She's standing by her food bowl. She knows what time it is. Excellent. All right. Meat wagon. And he's way up there. So, we go back to the safe house. I wonder if I should just take fallen cranes. No, because the bounties are timed, so I gotta go get them. I only have 15 minutes. Not that I couldn't do the control point and still make it within, in time, but I don't want to. I don't need that pressure. You know what? I'm just kidding. I'll do it. It's fine. You gotta push yourself sometimes, And actually, this is one of the easiest control points to do, so don't worry about it. All right. Let's see if we can put our turret somewhere interesting. Well, that's a good spot for it. Throw it there. Hopefully it can actually hit somebody from up there. Get him. This control point also has a minigun, so that'll be awesome. Oh, and enemies behind me. Not okay. Not okay. Sneaky. That's my fault. I didn't even do my due diligence and make sure that I wasn't completely effing myself by starting the battle. There we go. We're alright. We're alright. We're fine. See, everything's fine. It's fine. I think my turret is actually... it's shooting at something. I was gonna say, I don't think it's doing a lot of work, but it's doing something. There we go, alright. Yeah, see, these don't take very long. It's just, it can take very long if you're bad at it, which sometimes I am. Sometimes things are difficult. More difficult than they need to be. Yep, lag. There we go. Oh, this lag is totally gonna get me killed. It's okay if I die, though. It's not the end of the world. I mean, it's just the end of the character, but the world will go on. All right. Oh no, overheated at the way wrong time. Awesome. All right. Grab my loot, and then we'll go take out Meat Wagon. And then it will be dinner time for Lulu. Okay. Oh, and it's raining. So you had 10.5 minutes to spare. No problem. Don't praise me, though. Praise the G36. It's not my favorite assault rifle. It used to be, but it's not my current absolute favorite. That is probably the ACRE, which definitely won't be in the loot pool this early on. I get excited every time I see an ACR SS that drops, but it's never the variant I want, because there is the ACR SS is a semi-automatic rifle. That's the word I was looking for. It's a semi-automatic rifle. No, we gotta go back this way. Which, you know, it's on par with the USC 45 or whatever. It's just herky-jerky, jumpy crap. If you're gonna use a rifle, you probably want an M1A. Unless, you know, you're playing later game. Obviously, you can use exotics or named ones or whatever. This early on, though, classic M1A is probably gonna be your best bet if you're a rifle person. Doing a bounty, doing some jogging. Oh, hey there. Still more of them. I think these are just random overworld mobs that aren't actually part of the bounty, but it's okay. I'll kill them too. I don't discriminate just because the game didn't explicitly tell me to kill those enemies. Oh, hello. Hello there. get him, get him, get him. Yeah. Take that. All right. Ease peas. Brilliant. All right. I was just about to do my inventory management, and then I remembered I'm in hardcore mode. Do not ever do your inventory management in the overworld. Go to a safe space or safe zone or whatever. You will die. I have died. So don't mess around. Be cautious. Hardcore mode equals be cautious. All right. Turn in this other project. Wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find a propaganda objective so I can get that XP as well. Alright, what do we get in our cache? And then we'll check out our other loot. Total and complete garbage. Unsurprising. Unsurprising. And we'll upgrade just because. That I'm not going to bother with. So many Sokolov knee pads. It's like it's the only knee pads in the loot pool. It's fine, though. It's fine. Alright. New skills as well as perks I can get at the base, so I'm just going to head back to the base. We'll just check a few things. Okay. Cool. Oh, I just get more perks. All right. Wrap up our perk unlocks. And then we'll start doing weapon mods. Get the 5.56 mag. And 5.56 muzzle. And let's see. Short grip. See, we need the second level of both these. The ACOG scope is decent and the compact laser is decent, but we're not going to be able to get either of them. So I might as well just get the 7.62 compensator. And we'll come back when we have more stuff. All right, talk to whom? New service crafting station. She is over here. Hello. Reconfigure blueprints. Yeah. Here's my crafting station. We don't have to actually craft anything except I want to craft a weapon mod. Because you can't use them until you craft them. So now we should be able to mod our stuff. Get some stability. Not that that gun particularly needs it. Get a little bit more optimal range. Excellent, excellent. Oh yeah. Good. Make my weapons more beautiful. Excellent. Not going to bother with the cosmetics. Oh, hello there. All right. So we need to do propaganda in this neighborhood, finish off that last task for the project. Then we can essentially move on to this neighborhood, start collecting caches, and eventually do the Viewpoint Museum. But right now, I have a hungry dog, and I would like to feed her. So, give me a few minutes, and I will be right back. And we're back. All right. And if anyone was wondering why my stream is labeled adult, now you know. When I do stream on the weekends, I plan to play more titty games. If you watched my first test stream, then you're well aware of what that means. May or may not call it, waifu weekends and just lean into the whole weirdness aspect of it. It's fun. That's just the way it is. During the week, I'll probably end up either playing this or some other Japanese-style game that's not purely about aesthetics. We'll see. I plan to play a lot of different things. I wanted to play this just because I wanted to do some hardcore mode, wanted to get some high-pressure gameplay tested. But hardcore mode's really not too bad. As you can see, I have had hardly any trouble with it. But yeah, weekend streams are going to be a lot more fun-focused. But yeah, there's a very good reason why my stream is labeled as adult. It is not safe for children around these parts. Too many titties. They might get smacked upside the head with a big old titty. I don't know. It's just, this is not a place for children. Which is fine. Not every place needs to be. I'm also not dropping F-bombs every 5 seconds, but that's neither here nor there. I do usually swear when the situation calls for it. But for now, don't need to. So we're going to gather some Shade Tech caches in Second Neighborhood. Also going to try to complete a propaganda in the First Neighborhood, or Second Neighborhood, whatever it is. So we can wrap up that project. And eventually we will do Viewpoint Museum, and that will probably be where I call the stream for today. This has been a great test so far, but we probably got less than an hour left. So just in case you need to plan your future around my stream schedule, just be aware we're not going all night here. We're not going all night. This is not the marathon stream that I was talking about earlier. I do want to do that though, because I think it would be super fun. Level up a character to full all in one session. That's a lot of work. You can do it really efficiently if you do focus on these caches and stuff though. Focus on completing the projects. They do give you a significant amount of XP, so. See if we can get to level 6. All right. So the question marks are going to be the sort of activities I want to do. I'm just going to check this real quick. There's also a cache over here, which I don't really need. It's just more points to unlock perks and stuff, so I might as well grab it if I'm in the neighborhood, which I now am. And thankfully I'm on PS5, so the fast travel is very, very fast. Oh, here we go. Definitely a propaganda broadcast. Perfect. Just what I wanted. That was some lag, and that's okay. Excellent. So far, so good. Turret's not going to be any help up there, is it? There they are. Get him. Get him, Droney. Show 'em who's boss. Show them who the boss is. Ooh. Wasn't sure if that was me or the drone, but somebody got a headshot. Love that little splort noise. Can you believe when this game launched they didn't include the splort noise for headshots? Very disappointing. They had to add that back in. You definitely get it in the first game, and it is slightly louder. Maybe someday I'll play the first game on stream, but I have played that game quite enough already. The first game was really, really good. And this game improved some aspects and did not improve other aspects. You know, sequels aren't always perfect. At least, I feel like they somewhat nailed the loot aspect of things, which is the point of the game. So, but that's also changed since the game launched as well. They've had different iterations of loot pool and different rewards and stuff. So, all right. Did I get my project? Did I not get my project? Is the project bugged? Project seems like it's bugged. Complete propaganda objective. I've done 2 of those in this neighborhood and it does not want to give me project completion. Maybe it's a specific propaganda broadcast it wants me to do. That's really strange. But you know what isn't really strange? That this game has bugs. That's a pretty well-known thing about this game, and you know, most software does, so can't complain too loud. But yeah, this game definitely has some weird bugs from time to time, and that's okay. I guess I will survive a few measly bugs. Oh, that's right, I killed the elite way over here and I didn't go pick up the loot he dropped. Too much effort. Oh, some knee pads. Let's see. The cache is in this vicinity. No, it's back this way. Back over here. There we go. That's a dog. Okay. The cache is over there. There's a chest. See, almost always. It's almost always at least one chest around the SHD cache boxes. Got a lot of skill tiers now. I'm 3 skill tier. So that's good news. Okay. Well, if we can't complete this project, that's going to be annoying. Because I like having that XP. I think both of these question marks that I just highlighted are territory controls, though. So it's kind of annoying. I don't want to run all the way up here just for a territory control, but I'm fairly certain that that's what that's going to be. But you know what? I've got all the time in the world, so let's do it. And if we run into anybody on the way, we will shoot them. Because that's what we do in this game. Ooh, and a chest piece upgrade. Alright, I'm liking the direction this is going. I don't like that I'm 0.7 kilometers away from where I'm going, but I really want this XP from this project completion. Ah, it was nothing. All right. There is a side mission up here. What does it give me? Improvised body armor. No thanks. I will skip that in the interest of time. Now, there are reasons to get improvised body armor. It's not completely useless. I don't need it. But you know, someone else might need it at some point, and that's okay. More enemies. Game is full of them. Excellent. All right. We're doing great. We're doing just fine. 0.4K to go. Cross your fingers that this is a propaganda broadcast and that this is the propaganda broadcast that the game wants me to do to finish this project. Because otherwise I'm just going to get a little bit of XP and a little bit of loot, which is fine. It's not good enough, but it's fine. I do not have a hex wrench to give to you. I am sorry. Oh, those are good guys. All right, 100 meters away. Come on, come on, come on. No whammies, no whammies. And stop. I'm pretty sure it's territory control, though. Nope, it's propaganda. All right, well. Let's see. Let's see if it's what I need. Wow, that was bad. Surprise! Okay. There's also a cache over here. We're fine. Bullets. More bullets. I like bullets. Everybody likes bullets. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. Sorry, if you see me messing with my eyes, it's just because I wear contact lenses and sometimes they get a little weird. As anybody who wears contact lenses knows. Alright, this should be another wave. speaker. Excellent. Yeah, having skill tier 3 turret and drone, not a bad idea at all. And I still didn't get project credit. What is going on with this game? Aside from, you know, bugs that I've already said do happen. I guess I should just let it go. You know, then again, maybe I should log out and log back in and maybe it'll magically fix itself.
Breakfast on a relaxing Sunday morning at
You never know with this game. You never know.
a crispy, fresh toasted bagel, cooled by a perfect spread of Philly cream cheese, that delicious first bite, and the joy of a day that has just
All right,
begun.
let's see here. What else do we want to do? Because we have project,
Discover all the ways
this project, complete, do stuff.
to immerse yourself in.
I guess we should take this control point, pick up these caches, see if we can do this project, I guess. When I do Viewpoint, that'll be the first mission against the True Sons, which is the second faction in the game. The first faction is the hyenas who have been fighting this whole time. The True Sons have shotgunners, and that's fun. But I sell some of this trash that I'm carrying around. Wow. I was carrying around a lot of trash. Okay. I'm going to head south out of here. Go pick up those 2 caches. Loading, loading, loading. All right. We are at it again. Awesome. All right. I just happen to know the locations of these 2 caches because I've gotten them a few times, so I didn't have to mark them on the map because I have done this before. It's pretty awesome when you can't hit something at point blank range. Makes you feel real good. All right, this 3 or 2 rather. The classic M1A. Let's use it. Actually, I'm going to deconstruct because that's a specialized item. And I only got receiver components for it. That's fine. Whatever. That's fine. There is a side mission there. I'm not going to worry about it right now, though. I'm just going to grab this cache. Carbine 7. Not a terrible one. Police M4, not a terrible one. Neither of those is as good as the G36, though, so I'm not going to worry about that. Okay, got the 2 caches. There's another propaganda broadcast. Maybe I should do this. Maybe that'll fix the bug that's not giving me project credit for. Who knows? Who can say? bam. All right. Yes, I'm just not a fan of rifles. I'm terrible with them. I don't have the patience for them. I'm even worse with sniper rifles, so if you think I'm bad with rifles, just wait until I try and snipe something. Uh-oh. She's swearing at us. Go grab the key. Way over here. And do the thing. All right, who's next? Should get one more wave. Yeah, I knew they'd be coming from this way. Well, I had a feeling they'd be coming from this way. I didn't know. Didn't get a prophecy about it or anything. Right. Just have to take out that one last enemy. Done. And still no project completion. All right, well, that's fine. We needed to do an activity in this neighborhood anyway, so time to do Navy Hill. I'm not going to approach it from the north, though. That's what the GPS line is saying to do, and that's not a great idea. Or at least I don't have a lot of experience approaching it from the north. I always capture it from the south. So that's what I'm going to do right now. This control point isn't too difficult, but there's a lot of debris. There's a lot of places to take cover in the south area, the street portion that's just south of it. And a lot of times that's where the enemies will spawn from. And so rather than just having a killing ground, there's a lot of control points where there's just not that much cover. I mean, obviously there's cover all over the place. You can see there's chest-high walls and cars and different things where you can take cover on. But certain control points, there's only a few spots of cover, which is fine. I love how the deer frightened the hyenas. All right. Get some bullets. So you can see there's a lot of stuff here before you get to the actual point of control where the enemies actually are. There's tons of debris out here. See, it's getting lag again. I don't know what's up with that. I'm looking at the stats on my computer, and it's not showing me anything weird. So it could be my connection more than anything else. I'm just gonna assume that that's what it is, and hope that it eventually goes away. 'Cause there's nothing worse than deadly lag in a permadeath game mode. Nobody wants that. I really should not be up here. This is a really bad idea. And I'm going to retreat a little bit. Just bide my time a little. They'll come to me. They know where I am. All right. Turret's back up. Perfect spot for it. And the NPC gets in the way, of course. Who else is over here? Oh, there's enemies way over there. I barely see these fools. Okay. There's probably somebody else over there, but I'm not going to worry about it. All right. Oh, missed. That's fine. Was it a shotgun? No, SIG 716. Another rifle. One of my least favorite rifles, and I don't like very many of them. The reason I don't like the SIG 716 is that it's weighted very heavily in the loot pool, so you get them all the time. And it's not a good gun. It may be a good gun in real life, I don't know. But in this game, I'm not a fan. Melee kill. What is this? Would they stop? Please stop spawning from that side. I'm trying to take over control point here. And toast. Give me some supplies. And we will restock this place. And we are almost to level 6. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Garbage. All garbage. And that's okay. What's that? What's that quote? Clint Eastwood quote. Buzzards gotta eat too. Same as worms. I can't do a Clint Eastwood voice. Don't ask me to. Don't ask me to try harder than that. That's as much effort as I'm willing to put toward it. Come here, control point officer. You are getting all of my water. And hell, you can have all my food too. Blam. All right. So just one more cash and then we get the bounty. Well, would you look at that? There's cash right there. I think I usually do more stuff before I get this project completed, because there's typically when you do bounties, they take place in the same areas where the side missions are. But if you haven't completed a side mission, it won't put the bounty there. So there's like a default, one or two probably default areas where bounties will take place until you complete side missions in the neighborhood, and then it'll start putting them there as well. It just goes on kind of a random rotation. but that's no big deal. Oop, too far away. Gotta walk down in this trash trench here. But anyway, I mentioned that just to see, because I'm curious where it actually puts the bounty once I complete this. There we go. 12th Street Spice Lord. Oh, it's way over there. It's not even in this neighborhood. Well, that's weird. All right. It's fine with me. I will go to a completely different neighborhood to take out the boss of this neighborhood. Maybe he's on vacation. I don't know. Doesn't bother me one bit. Doesn't bother me at all. Oh, it did give me level 6. Well, there you go. So I got level 6. I'm going to complete this bounty. Then I'm going to do viewpoint. And then that'll be it for today. And I will go get some food because I am starting to get hungry. It is very close to dinner time for me. There's an activity over there. Uh-oh. What do we got here? Some rando mobs. No problem. Alright, back in the holiday village for our bounty. Alright. Cool. Okay. Those were not the bounty mobs, so we still have further to go. Oh, that guy's got a shield. Excellent, excellent. Let's go. All right, somebody dropped something. I gotta go grab that. Polycarbonate. I love polycarbonate. All right, here is our destination. And they spotted me while I was placing my turret. There's the guy. Oh, it's a named enemy. Oh, well, yeah, it's a bounty, obviously. And, of course, the drone. Drone does the work. That's what skill tier 3 gets you. Your skill's doing all the work. All right, with the bounty done. Okay. Let's just go do the mission. And then that'll be it. Nice little 3-hour stream. Work my way up to doing something longer, you know? All right. take out some True Sons. Viewpoint is fairly easy, simple, straightforward mission. Except, once again, I feel like I've said this a few times, well, except for the boss fight. The boss fight room of Viewpoint is actually pretty annoying because they have these disruptor things that keep you from using your skills, and it can be quite a challenge when you're by yourself. But I'm not by myself. I got a turret and a drone, so we're gonna cruise through this. And shouldn't take long. But once again, I am going to matchmake it, and we'll see if we can get somebody. Got sniped. Gotcha. All right, not too bad, right? This mission does have a couple of interesting rooms. Interesting kind of kill box areas. And of course, chests and different stuff. Let's see what we get. Oh wait, no. Those are good. Those are better. No, they're not better. I thought I saw an up arrow indicating they had more armor than what I was wearing, but I was wrong. Or wait, maybe that's a different pair of gloves. Now I'm just second guessing myself. Yeah, see? Okay, good. I'm glad that I doubted things. Ooh, yeah, it's level 4. I don't want that. Why do I want that? Can't even open my cache. Hang on. Trash and trash. Cache trash, if you will. What am I at? 14 of 30. I'll be fine. Okay, let's do this. I do like this next room. This room's pretty interesting. Big old globe in the floor. It's pretty cool. I think I'm gonna throw my turret on the globe and see if it can do anything for me. One annoying thing about the True Sons faction is they have medics, and the medics will raise enemies from the dead, so gotta be always on the lookout for those. The hyenas have medics as well, but they don't raise from the dead, they just give extra life bars, which is bad enough, but raising enemies from the dead, including bosses, just makes the game take longer. True Sons have some other interesting units though too, like the some of them will use rockets, like rocket-propelled grenades, sort of, and those things hurt. Those things hurt a lot. Always got to be on the lookout for those once we reach a certain level. We won't see them in this mission, but further on in the game. Especially when you do the Capitol building at level 30. I have definitely lost hardcore characters trying to do that mission by myself. It is not easy. There's a chest back down there. I didn't feel like opening it. I'll be okay. Not missing anything. I'm a bullet magnet. I'd rather be a bullet magnate, but that's okay. This next room is pretty cool too. Actually. I'm gonna hold off on going all the way through it and let my cooldowns come back up real quick. Alright. Democracy in action. Let's do it. Ba-boom, bam, bam. It's cool, right? I told you it was cool. Right. There's going to be more of them up here. Get them. Okay. Surprise! It's pretty fun doing things in this game. It's pretty fun doing things the game doesn't expect you to do. Especially in hardcore mode. You know, it's very dangerous to rush enemies like I just did. But damn, is it fun. This mission is especially good to use a shield build on. It's just mostly close quarters, depending on the room. It's super fun. Except for the boss fight. The boss fight is crap, no matter what. Get him, turret. Yeah, take that. More bullets. More bullets. I love bullets. Bullets are good. I don't want to get surrounded here. Cover won't save you, says the guy in cover. Counted coup. machine gun. Another RPK. I'm waiting for it to give me an M60, especially a classic M60. Very steady LMG. Great game to get in the early game, or great gun to get in the early game. Really good gun. Not as good in end game, but it's okay. Ooh, a Tommy gun. I think I will skip that. Thanks. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. There should be voice lines accompanying a lot of this stuff. The mission giver should be doing voice lines and stuff, but it's very strange. I've not heard any of the voice lines. I don't know what's going on. I knew it would do that. It always does that. And for some reason, I always forget that it does that. There. Oh shit. Oh shit. Luckily, the game is not that smart. You could have just unloaded his shotgun in my face and killed me, and he refused. That's awesome. I got lucky. I like getting lucky. Woo. All right. Gotta hit this laptop, and then it's defend the servers time. Get him, get him, get him. Yeah, all right. I waste a lot of ammo, but that's okay. Nobody's perfect. He was laying down to position himself to shoot, and then he realized he couldn't hit me from there. Oh, funny. All right. All site facilities, etc., etc. Okay, just the boss room left, and then we'll be done. That's exciting. There we go. Like, what's taking so long? I had to deliver the voice line that I can't hear because of the game bug. All right. I've got to be careful. I cannot be aggressive at this part. This part will absolutely kill me if I am not careful. Very dangerous. These things. Okay. Okay. Whoa. Got that lag spike. Ooh. Goodness. Alright, there's a third one of these I have to get before the boss will come out. Good news is I have 2 minutes, so I'm not in any real danger. I mean, aside from, you know, being constantly shot at, that's some danger. Okay. What? Come on. Have a grenade. System curtailed. System back online. All right, third one's over here, and I have 1 minute to spare. I'm fine. All right, boss fight. The boss is rather unfortunately a heavy gunner, and he hits hard. That guy. It's tons of ads, so I guess I gotta start with them. Alright. He'll summon ads as well, so... Yeah. Alright. You're toast, buddy. Love those weak points. Just about done here. Just gotta wrap up these last few ads. Go, go, go. Get him, droney. Alright. Not even a problem. Cool. Next skill unlocked. Little video on Anton Ridgeway. We're gonna skip that. All right, we got to level 6, almost 7. Probably one activity away from reaching level 7. Or obviously a side mission. I could do side mission. But that is going to have to wait until next time. Because I am famished. I'm going to have me some chicken wings and salad. Kind of a balanced approach to dinner today. Alright. First, I'll just go over the loot real quick. See if I got anything good, which I did not. Ooh. Yeah, I'm not even going to bother switching to that because skill tier is better for now. Skill tier is better than 1% weapon damage increase. I should probably hang on to this stuff. Nah. I was going to say for project donation, but nah. Not going to worry about it right now. All right. Well, there's the first little bit of hardcore mode. Done a bunch of stuff. Not so difficult, right? Anybody could do this. Well, that's going to be it for today. Thanks for checking out my stream. And hopefully, if you checked it out, you come back next time. Have a good one.